Alright, what's up guys? It's the F2 Pharaoh here, and today I'll be bringing you the free-to-play for hire deck profile. This is what I'm going to be using to rank up into King of Games, so if you guys want to catch that, be sure to subscribe to the channel and watch me as I travel up that ladder. So let's get right into it. This skill doesn't count. I'm working on getting the Sealed Tomb skill, so I just have that there for now, just to have a little bit of knowledge of what my opponent's going to have. Starting off, most important card of the deck, Beat Bladesman for hire. I've got two here for the free-to-play deck profile. I'm working on getting my third myself because I'm going to be using this deck for a lot. But two you can function the deck more than well enough with two. You can save some gems, just go for the two if that's what you want. But essentially what he does is you can special summon all the for hires. You can special summon this for hire besides Seal and Donpa, or Seal, sorry, Wiz and Donpa. And so Beat here, he is the searcher for the deck. When you special, he gets to search one from deck to hand, and that's really strong. Helps you combo off OTK a lot with Dyna if you open one of these guys, the little guys. So next we have two Wiz Sage for hire. She's your negator, your spell and trap negator. So when she's special summoned, you can gain 500 for every other for hire monster you control. And when a spell or trap card is activated, you can discard a for hire card, to negate that spell or trap. So she's really strong. Dyna, he's a hero monster. Just as a fun fact, you can banish up to the amount of other for hires you have from your opponent's graveyard, and that's pretty much all of his effect. And then monsters your opponent can't target, they can't attack for hires besides Dyna, so that's pretty good. Two of him, you could bump him to 3 and cut some of the spells and traps, because he is your main beater. But I find two of almost all the for hires is the best ratio I kind of find. Seal. So if you're a little more free to play, you've only got one Beat, you're going to want to have a couple more Seals. He's kind of like a cheap version of Beat. When a for hire special summon, when he's on the field, he can add a for hire from the grave to the hand, so it lets you recur monsters that way, so you're not running out of advantage. So he's really good. Sorry, that's my neighbors over there doing some yard work, making some weird noises. So that Seal, he's pretty strong. I recommend if you've only got one Beat to do 3 of him. So that way you can maintain your advantage throughout the game. Donpa, he is pretty much one of your cards to pick apart boards. He destroys face-up cards when a for hire monster is special summoned to the field while he's on the field. So that's really strong. He's pretty weak, so that's why if you can get him in defense mode before you special summon, that's the best. Recon is the opposite. She hits face down monsters, or face down cards, not just monsters, and she's got the opposite stat line too, so two really good cards there you should definitely be running. That's all the for hires. They haven't released more. There's more in the real game, so hopefully they do come out with the rest of for hire soon. And maybe even link monsters, because that's what for hires really should be doing. One backup rider, I play that because onto Dyna is 4,000 attack, and you can clear board with Donpa and Recon pretty well. So Donpa, Recon, Dyna, that pretty much can be an OTK if you have backup rider on top of that too. So with no way to stop it usually. 2 Forbidden Chalice for mirror matches or for against spellbooks, because you have to either stop the Beat, stop the Blue Boy. I guess against Amazoness, you stop the Princess, just really good card for effect negation. Also comes up sometimes for the attack boost, 400 attack boost, really decent card there, so recommend it. If you don't already have it, it's in the selection box is gone. It's in one of the mini boxes. I'd go for it. 2 Enemy Controller. Play 2 because it's at 2, and if your deck can fit it, you play the 2 because it's just too good. Econ Take, protect your monsters by changing battle position, extraordinarily good card. 2 Mayhem for hire. You could bump this to 3 possibly, but I find it gets a little bricky. It could be more discard fodder for whiz, for negates, but just special summons are for hire from your grave in defense position. So what's really good is maybe you open up poorly, you set Donpa or one of your little guys, they get destroyed. Next turn you draw up, maybe you draw a beat. You can, no, not beat, that's a bad example. Say you draw a Dyna. So you can mayhem for hire back your little guy into defense mode, and then use their effect to special the Dyna, and then get off their effect to either pop a face down or face up card. Really, really strong. Could bump to 3. I like it at 2. And final card, I play one Wall of Disruption. This could be Treacherous Trap Hole. I kind of like Wall of Disruption better personally because it's a longer lasting effect. Sure, the Treacherous clears 2 monsters, but Wall of Disruption can pretty much put 3 monsters to 0 attack, and then you attack right over them for game. So I find it works really extremely well in this deck. And then once you get the skill, if you have it, or once I get it, I would have it, I would switch the skill to Sealed Tombs with Yugioh because it prevents something from the graveyard. It pretty much stops them from fading you, spellbooks. So that's the skill I would recommend. Also, Beatdown is a pretty popular skill with this deck to add onto your furries here on the beat, or onto your little baby furries to actually allow them to get over some things. But yeah, so that's going to be my free-to-play for hire profile. If you guys have any suggestions on changes you think I should be making, feel free to drop those into the comments. And if you liked the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I upload daily content. I've been kind of slacking the past couple days. I was watching my nephews for my brother, but I'm going to make up for that today with a couple extra uploads. So, and with that, I'm signing.